Hello, Lions fans, and welcome to another Alumni Spotlight. Adam Williams here, and joining me today from across the pond, as some would say, men's lacrosse alum Jake Trafton. Jake, how you doing today?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Well, it's today over here, but I believe it's tonight over. You're in Italy, correct?
Yeah, I'm about 6 hours ahead.
6 hours. So again, thank you off the top for doing this kind of later your time. Let's talk about what you're actually up to. Why are you over in Vicenza, Italy?
So about 6 months after I graduated, I enlisted in the Army and wound up getting stationed in Italy.
So stationed in Italy. Before we came on here, we were talking about your rank and the profession. Your rank is a specialist, but your job is a forward observer. What exactly is a forward observer?
So my job as a forward observer, I am supposed to direct fires onto any enemy targets. So that can be with artillery or mortars. So basically, I tell them where to aim to shoot their rounds. So a little complicated, but it's not too hard.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Let's talk about when was it in your life that you decided like I want to serve for the Army? I want to be in the military.
Yeah. So my dad was in the military when he got out of high school. And I think when I was around like 15 or 16, I decided that I wanted to serve. And then Mars Hill came along and that kind of changed my plans. And once I got to Mars Hill, I still wanted to enlist once I got out and waited about 6 months and did that.
So let's talk about how you say kind of Mars Hill, I don't say got in the way, but it kind of altered the career path. Let's talk about senior in high school and Mars Hill presents itself, or colleges and universities present themselves. What was it about Mars Hill that made you decide that's the place I want to go to?
So I think when I went on my visit, that's really what sold me on it. I got there, and as soon as I got there, I really felt at home. Meeting with the coaching staff, got to stay the night, hang out with the players a little bit, and I really liked the team, the campus, and then definitely the small class sizes. That was really a big thing for me. Every other school I looked at was just so big, and it seemed a little overwhelming. So once I got to Mars Hill, it felt right at home.
Let's talk about, you say the small class sizes, and I can, in general, kind of the community. Talk about what the community meant, throughout your years here, kind of getting more ingrained with it.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's nice to like be at school, and when you know everyone, it really makes you feel at home. Getting homesick was never really a problem because you're there. As soon as I got there, had 30 plus friends right off the bat being on the team, and then made so many friends along the way with all the other sports, hanging out with them.
Let's talk about, your teammates, your coaching staff, men's lacrosse program. Looking back at your career, 56 games played, 34 starts. We'll talk a little bit more about your senior year here in a couple seconds, but let's talk about kind of that progression through your years. What was it about your teammates, about that coaching staff that allowed you to find success on the lacrosse field?
So, as you might know, we had a coaching change my senior year, but first 3 years with Coach Klarman and Coach Herman, I really feel like I really like being with them because they kind of like got me out of my comfort zone and really developed me as a player. And then just had so many great players that I got to play with in my first 3 years. Learned a lot from those guys. And then Coach Storier, Coach Radden come along, and they really helped me out a lot. It was a good experience.
So you talk about the previous coaching regime and how they kind of helped you develop and open up your game more. But then let's talk about that senior year. I alluded to it just a couple minutes ago. Career highs with goals and assists, 25 apiece, and also 7 caused turnovers. Finishing the career with 51 goals, 48 assists, 99 points. What was it about that senior year that allowed you to find that offensive realm of your game?
So I think, I kind of knew I was going to have to step into a little bit bigger of a role as a senior with some of the guys leaving. And then once Coach Storier and Coach Ragan came in, they really, picked me apart and found like everything that they could help me get better at. And that really helped me like get going, because I feel like the first 3 years I was just developing. And then my senior year when, we had a great system in, and I think it really helped me, find my what do you say? Find my stroke, I guess,
So kind of I'll put myself in your shoes just briefly. If I look at my stat line and I see I got 99 career points, does it ever eat at you that you didn't get that one more
Yeah.
to round up to
Oh
100?
yeah, for sure. Oh man, I got to coach a little bit after my senior year with some high schoolers, and they let me hear it. They called me 99 all the time. It was pretty funny.
Hey, 99 in some cases isn't a bad one. You know, Wayne Gretzky was the great one. He was 99. So
Yeah.
let's look
Oh
at it
yeah.
that way. Uh, Graduated in 19. Let's
Yeah.
talk about, you said about 6 months after is when you enrolled and, you know, decide your career path in the Army. Obviously there's some big changes from going from college into the Army, but let's talk about some of them. What did you find maybe a little easier? What were some that were difficult for you? Let's talk about kind of those early days.
So basic training is where I went first, and I really think I felt, it's a little crazy. It's a big change, but playing lacrosse for 4 years and, having that like tough schedule, always working out, always, being busy all the time. I think that really helped me a lot when I was in basic training because, we're busy all the time, waking up early, working out, stuff like that. So I really think my years on the lacrosse team were probably, I had a great advantage going in to basic training.
So as we kind of wrap up here, we talk about what you're up to currently. We look back at your days at Mars Hill. Now that you have been removed and certainly have a different life experience than most graduates, let's say, what is some advice that you would give either current students still on campus or prospective students looking at Mars Hill?
Um, the biggest thing for me is definitely enjoy the moment. Um, you meet a lot of great friends, and then I'm over in Europe now, so I don't get to see people as much as I used to. I still always keep in touch with everyone, but really enjoy the moment because once you graduate, you're never you know how long it's going to be until you get to see all those people again.
So Jake, again, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to do this, and also thank you for your service.
Oh, my pleasure.
You know, we're wishing you the best and obviously the safest time that you can have. But again, thank you for doing this, and hopefully someday soon we'll see you back on campus here.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
Jake, thanks very much.
Yeah, have a good one.